Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another ELUVEITIE reaction to the new single Exile of the Gods. Anybody who's been on this channel before and kind of been following my reactions will know that I really love ELUVEITIE and I really love the band. And I kind of fallen out with them a little bit as their later albums came out and the lineup changes and everything like that, and some sound changes to the band and all. But the last single they released really interested me, and I really kind of jived with it. So let's get into this reaction and see how I react to this particular song and see if I like it.
Forsaken and outcast, shame stabbing, guilt crushing, and darkness has fallen. What have we done? Our hands stained with their blood, injustice has befallen. We have become like dead shed, like empty shells cast away, like dying embers, forlorn and forsaken, dead shed.
I gotta say, I like this right off the bat. For me, ELUVEITIE, I mean, first of all, I think, please correct me, those who are more in the know. When ELUVEITIE first came out in the 2010s, I believe, or 2008 might be the first album, Targanako, right? Or the first record that they had in the EP. They were in that time frame where folk metal was really exploding. Like Korpiklani and Fintroll and, well, Amon Amarth in some respects, but it's more of a death metal, melodic death metal band. There was a lot of folk metal that was being really just kind of, it was the genre to listen to, sort of, you know? With Teresa's and all these kinds of bands. And ELUVEITIE entered that and really dominated the market at the time because they've really had this whole ensemble of people coming in playing the hurdy-gurdies and flutes and everything, everything and everything they had in there. And it sounded so good, especially Slania. That album to me is still the best album this band has ever produced. And then for me personally, kind of from there, they repeated their sound. And I think some of the lineup changes had a little bit difficulty with the songwriting being a little bit more formulaic. But this sounds great. And her voice on this chorus so far is really kind of jiving with me. And even the music, it's not particularly super complex, but it's just the way it's written. It's quite, like, I'm addicted to the chorus. It's very beautiful song. Again, it's simplistic in the best kind of way, in the AC/DC kind of way to me, where the song itself, if you think about the riffing, it's basic riffs. It's repeating kind of a chorus. I've complained about those things on the channel, like the song just keeps doing the same thing. But I think why this one succeeds and it works is the layering of things. There's the more traditional folky instruments with their metal, with her voice, with all these elements combined. It layers it and gives it a nice texture to the song that really kind of makes it stand out. And for another thing, like with ELUVEITIE, their live performances are phenomenal, always. Actually, the fondest memory I have is seeing them open for Amon Amarth in 2008, I believe, maybe 2009. And when they came out, and I'm already enjoying them, already loving them, and I'm kind of into it. And then Targanako plays, the whole thing erupted because there's like this one particular part in the song. It's just perfect for like headbanging and moshing. And I remember being in the circle of people that I don't know, and we just came up randomly to each other, hands around each other's shoulders, just headbanging our heads going crazy. And to this day, it became one of the most memorable moments for me in a concert because the energy there was just so much fun, and I felt like a part of a family in that moment of time. And that's kind of the beauty of connecting together through music. You just forget, like, every barrier is broken. And so much so when I go to concerts now, this faces I recognize. I don't talk to them anywhere else but at these concerts, and I already know them. I'm like, oh, I know this guy. Oh, I've talked to this guy. This guy always moshes and hits people. I'm going to stay away from him. Just a little side story. I always loved his growls. I always thought he has a really nice deep growl. Kick-ass song. I like the first more than the first single that I've heard them release. It sounds, like I said, I think last time, more true to ELUVEITIE form, more inspired, kind of full of energy, and seems to be a good lineup of people in this particular band. They've always had 2 or 3 people that were just very consistent, and they just always sounded great. But a lot of people kind of went in and out of this band. It's kind of very, very almost like, I don't know, an ensemble group, but there's people that have other projects in there, from what I understand. It's not a band I've really dived deep in terms of their singers and knowing everybody's name and everything of the sort. But like I always recognize him, the front man kind of, I guess, of the group. And I've always enjoyed their Saslania as an album. I go back to a lot because to me, when ELUVEITIE is at their height, they don't sound like anybody. And remind me again, I think they're from Switzerland, and so that bringing that folk music in there, I think just makes it special in my personal humble opinion. I would love to see them live again, coming around to New York. It would be really cool. I actually haven't had a chance to go to concerts yet, and there's been some killer concerts. It's just, with wedding and everything like that, I haven't had a chance as well. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I want to hear your opinions as well on this particular song and what you thought of it. And I also want to give a little heads up for those who are kind of loyal watchers of this channel. First of all, I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Your comments, your nice words encourage me to keep doing it and keep releasing videos. But I'm probably going to reduce the amount of videos I make on this channel because of work. I still have to work. I have to expand what I'm doing as a personal trainer. So that takes a lot more of my time than some of the videos. So I'll probably be releasing about 6 videos. I'll try to do my best to release 6 videos a week, uh, like on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, because I need to dedicate some of that time more towards work. And hopefully, guys understand and still support the channel because it really does help. I actually first considered stopping the channel in some ways, and my wife encouraged me. She's like, "Don't do that. It's like you really enjoy reacting to music, and it really kind of fills your heart with joy. So don't stop it. Just reduce it for now. And when you have more room and more time, that's when you can implement it back in there." So that's what I decided to kind of do. So if anything, thanks to her. Guys, also make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and most of all, keep it metal.